Hi, my name is Dr. Muhammad Amir Alam, graduated from University of Bradford, England, and today we are going to discuss about the online classes during this Corona period, the situation of the different universities, schools, and colleges, and how they are comfortable during this period and comfortable with the online classes. We have a very honorable guest here, Miss Samreen. Miss Samreen, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, Mr. Alam. Thanks a lot for giving me such a respect. Well, I've been a teacher, and I've been a passionate teacher, passionate teacher, who has been teaching, and just I don't know how to deliver this, but somebody who has this real spark in herself. So I've been associated with teaching for the past that's been like quite some time. You would say I started off in 2000, then had a gap of like 4 to 5 years, and then back to teaching, and a lot of teaching training, a lot of learning, a lot of workshops, many things. And basically it has been a very long journey of learning and correcting yourself, and learning and correcting yourself. That's how I would
Right. Okay.
put it.
So, Ms. Samreen, thank you very much. Ms. Samreen, that we
You're
want to
welcome.
discuss about the online classes today. And what do you think about the effectiveness of online classes and when this period started and we were not fully prepared, our teachers were not prepared, our students were not prepared for this kind of such kind of sessions that they have to sit at home and take the classes through online. So what do you think that are the students comfortable to take such kind of classes?
First of all, since you have invited me to speak on that, so I would talk from my individual perspective as well, from my own perspective.
All right.
That what I personally, yes, what I personally think that, that as they say, when life gives you lemon, you better make a lemonade. So, yes, nobody expected, nobody even thought, like out of nowhere, this thing would come and everything would be topsy turvy. We none of us, we expected that. But yes, something happened, and the first thing which I learned, that whatever we thought was not possible, it became possible. And it's,
But
the
Mr.
way
Green, basically,
we started it.
anyhow, the situation has come. Now, basically, whatever the situation is, that we
Mhm.
have to survive in this situation. And I know very well that we don't have such facilities. If we compare our schools, our colleges, and universities with the outer world, so we don't have such facilities because I have been here for almost 2 years. I didn't see a single interactive board in any of the school. I didn't see, I mean to say, most of the schools are not using the projector, still using the whiteboard. They are not using the technologies. So these are the things they had to learn a long before. So if they are facing a such kind of difficulties, so it is quite natural that they were not prepared for all these things. So do you think that okay, the students have been suffering because of this reason? I don't think so. There is any problem with the student, those who are living in the posh areas, those who have all the technology, those who have access of internet and all those kind of things, especially the student, those who are in the rural areas and the remote areas, they don't have internet access, they don't have the gadgets, the modern gadgets. And so again, it is the duty of the university to provide them the internet, the high-speed internet, and what exactly the solution of this problem?
See, start from scratch. Yes, it's been our government, it's been the universities, and definitely, ultimately, it boils down to the government, because the place I've been working with a very renowned system in Pakistan, a very big system. And what you're talking about, like the interactive boards and projectors, we have been doing this. I've been doing this. I've been seeing this in my institution for the past 5 to 6 years.
Okay,
Remote.
yeah,
We've
all
been
right,
doing it.
okay, yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
So
And
this is
the
the
interactive
exceptional case
boards
then.
are exactly, that's what I'm saying. That this is the exceptional case in one of the, there are are one of those few schools in Pakistan, not Karachi, in
Yeah.
Pakistan and even outside Pakistan who are doing that. Now,
Yeah.
comparing this kind of system directly to the urban, the rural would be a little, too extreme. We can take the mediocre schools in mediocre schools, not to go, the children who have not been able to go to better schools, but the children who are going to better schools, comparatively better schools in a city, even they are not being able to, they have not still not been able to cope up with the current scenario. Yes, Wi-Fi, yes, internet, all these things. Still, I think that again depends upon your personal effort. That's what I think as a person, as somebody who has to support the kids for that.
So, Mr.
Wi-Fi,
Brink,
we have
do
got
you think
different,
that there is
companies for that.
basically there are different kind of solutions we have for such kind of problems? Because if they will give the online classes, and ultimately they will get some kind of problems. The internet is not that much fast, and so any times and anything can be happen. So
Electricity issues we have.
the other alternate they can record the lecture and they can send to the students through different
Exactly.
email addresses or by different other medias. So whenever the students will come online and they can watch and all those things, or the last solution is that they simply send the slides to the students, that at least the students will be in touch with the curriculum and will keep on doing something during this period.
Yes. See, we cannot have any comparison, with the classroom teaching. There is no comparison. This was something to have in a
It means
situation where
that
there's
you are
no way out.
discouraging the online system. You mean to say that the online
I'm
system
not, no,
is,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no. I'm not discouraging it. I'm not, against it. I'm just saying that, this online system came as an alternative, as an alternative, at least to breathe, rather than not having anything at all. Yes, we had a way out rather than spending or wasting the whole day and cribbing and nagging after this pandemic or something like that, because even this has subsided. The pandemic thing has also subsided. Now the kind of damage it has done to the children, to their timings, that is irreparable. So for that, the schools, the children, the parents who were very eager, very keen, they did manage, to cover at least half of the damage. I personally know such people. And you cannot really blame, because this was not by anybody. This was
Mhm.
not put up by
But
any person. It was something by
but the
nature, by God.
students are already promoted to the next classes and they are quite comfortable and they are not taking that interest which they had been taking before because they don't have
That's
the exams.
natural. That is natural, Mr. Alam, because since we didn't have any way out, and then when the schools were trying to create something to have exams and all, the government, because we have to agree that we cannot work out of that. We have to move, we have to keep on working aligned with the government orders. That's also again a fact, again something very prevalent. We cannot go against it. So complying with that, yes, the schools did this, and in my opinion, since there was so much of chaos, so much of havoc, so I think it was a lifesaver for children, and yes, lifesaver for those children who never wanted to sit for exams.
All right.
Yes, that
So,
as well.
all right, Mr. Brink, could you, do you suggest the same kind of system to carry on the online classes, to carry on in the future? Let's suppose whenever the students will be at home on the weekend, and if they will have some kind of online classes, so do you prefer this particular idea?
Yes, you cannot see, if given a chance, we cannot afford to make it a practice. We just cannot do that. Yes, you can have it on weekends, you can have it like fortnightly or in special situations.
Yeah, or
Yes, we
you
have a
can
way out
they
because
and
it's
every
very
school should
important to
have
have an
a every
alternative.
school should have a such kind of system that the students can submit their assignments online. So whatever the homework they will
Exactly.
get, they can submit the that particular homework online at a particular time. So time restriction will be there that you have to submit till 10 o'clock in the night, and then the students will sit
Exactly.
till that time and then submit. They will know about that they have to submit. They have to mean to say that the next day the teacher will ask, the school will ask about that particular work. So anyhow, the advantages are there.
I would say again, special situation. We cannot make it a practice because yes, in such a situation, those schools which came up with like quick solutions, hats off to them as well. Hats off to them because it was not an individual effort; it was a teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
And getting children on board with such a teamwork, again, commendable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would appreciate that. But yes, teachers, now we have a way out. Now we have a solution to us, that if we come across something like that again or something smaller than this, we do have a way out. But
Yeah. Yeah.
classroom teaching and that environment, there's no substitute to that.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
always welcome that we go
The
back to
kind
our
of control the
conventional
teacher
teaching.
has on the students inside the class,
Yes.
it is difficult to
Oh yes,
maintain
any
such
day.
kind of discipline online.